Hi, this is Mr. Shumway. This video clip explains how to make box plots using Google Sheets. So let's say you have you measure the speed of 10 cars and 20 cars, 10 that men are driving and 10 that women are driving. Then I'm going to put those speeds in order from least to greatest. So actually these numbers were in order, so I put them out of order just a little bit so you could see how we put them in order. So if I select the column with the men in it, and select filter, and now I have a little upside down triangle, so to speak, and I'm going to sort from A to Z, meaning, well, for numbers, that would be least to greatest. So now they're in order from least to greatest. I'll do the same with this column. And let's do those least to greatest also. Now we want to find quartiles, so we'll find half. One way to show, well, on 10, there'll be 5 on either side. So I'll just change the colors of the top 5. They're actually the lowest numbers. So when we do break it into fourths, now we're going to select these two and we'll give them a different color just so we can see them a little easier. So there's the first fourth from the top, and then I'm going to go down and do that on this third fourth. So the middle will be here, so that'll be the second fourth. So this will be the third fourth. Break it into 4 pieces, break it into half, and then break each half in half. So now I want to change the color with that one just so I can see them real quick. Alright. So now when I go to make a graph, I'm going to, well, I can put men in one of those and women in one of those. And we will do so it's going to be a min, it's going to be a first quartile. So it'll be a first quartile. And the third quartile. And the max. And from our numbers we can see the first quartile for the men was 27. Oh, sorry, first quartile is 27. The men was actually 24. And for women the minimum was 15. And for women the first quartile was 22. Third quartile for men was 30. Third quartile for women was 29. The max for the men was 43. And the max for the women was 31. Oops. And now I'm going to select that, and I'm going to insert a chart. And that's not exactly the chart we want, but we can find it down here. And we actually want this one right here, candlestick. There's just a little glitch somehow, so I actually have to click on this one, and it gives me the candlestick. But it's switching the rows and the columns, so I'm going to unswitch that and use row 1 as the headers. So men and women, and then we need to label the axis. And we can do that right here. So with the chart selected, I can go into Customize, and it's the Chart and Axes Titles. And we want to change it from the chart title to the vertical axis title, and then we want that title to be miles per hour. And that puts it over here. And if we want to make everything a little bigger, we can change the font size a little bit so we can see them. If you double click on it, it comes into that one, and then you can just increase the size of whatever item you want to change the size in. And then that was a little more readable. And then you can just save that and submit it in Canvas to Mr. Shumway. Thanks. Or actually you want to write a report that says whether the women drive faster than the men or whatever, and then back it up with this. So you copy and paste this into maybe a Google Doc or something, and then share that with me through Canvas. You can copy it that way and paste it in.